welcome to My Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. And like I always say, what do I always say? Stay what? Stay what? Stay what? Stay sucker free. That's right. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters is gonna hate. Let them hate. That should motivate. God is the only one can save you and help you when it comes to your dreams. Don't let the haters hate on you. Let that motivate you. Motivate you to keep going and keep going. If they're hating on you because you are successful, that means they're just because they can't be you. You keep striding for success. Keep putting God first, and all your dreams will come true, all right? But we got to put God first, and we got to focus on our goals, because the haters are going to hate, and they're going to suck you down and your spirit down because they're down. And that's why they are haters, because they can't be you. They hating on you because they even have something better than you. That's okay. They're just haters because you're trying to motivate yourself. Real friends help each other, motivate each other to become successful, all right? So if they're not doing that, they're a hater. Let the haters go and let them hate. Please follow My Cooley Radio right now. Please follow me right now and download My Cooley Radio so you hear all my segments, so you get that good content. All right, so you get that good content. You know I'm bringing it to you good and live. All right. Also follow me on YouTube. That's right. Follow me on YouTube. You'll hear a lot of my podcasting on YouTube. So please follow me on YouTube. You get to see me on the red carpets, different events, stuff I did with Cookies. Shout out to Cookies and Burner and them for the job I done a few years ago with them. And so much different things you see me doing with different celebrities, some of the biggest names in the world. You'll be able to see that. So please follow me right now on YouTube. Also on Facebook and Instagram. Just type my name in. MikeKooly. Just spell my name and I'll pop right up. All right. Now we're going to talk about something very interesting. We're going to talk about Jay-Z. Yes, Jay-Z has been accused of sexual assault. All right. I guess they put out a civil lawsuit, a 13-year-old. And this is back in 2000. I guess at the VMAs or something like that. I guess these allegations are being put with Diddy being involved also. Jay-Z has denied this, and he's putting out a lawsuit of his own against them for saying that he did something that he claimed that he didn't do. And so it's very, very interesting that Jay-Z has brought in this. It seems like all our top moguls, man, that's in the music industry are just getting got. And for Jay-Z to be put in this situation is crazy to me. I did a segment on this earlier, and it didn't go through very well. I guess the sound was messed up, and I didn't know. So I'm doing another segment on this one, all right? So you guys get a little bit more detail on what's going on. Let me let you listen to this and what they're saying on the news and stuff, so you get an idea of what's going on, and I'll get back to you guys in a second.
A 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was sexually assaulted by both men at a Video Music Awards afterparty in 2000. In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" He added, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people." Joining us now, Joey Jackson, senior legal analyst and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. There's a lot to unpack here. Joey, I want to start with just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it. It's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible at this point?
So based on the allegations, Jessica, good morning. Good to see you. I think that it certainly could be. Why do I say that? Now, he, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement. Yeah. He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be likely. Why do I say that? Because rape in New York, and what's alleged in this complaint, is forced forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down, raped her, and that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors, and if true, right, you could pursue it criminally. Now, with respect to evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right, more than 24 years ago, but in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, that there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress. Number three, that she phone called her dad, who showed up, the 13-year-old, and now removed her. So civil complaint, simply allegations, need to be proven in a court of law, but if true, it could rise to the level of criminality, and, you know, we'll see what happens, or if the DA looks and investigates.
So what happens now?
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right? Before that, just briefly, there was a demand letter sent. And a demand letter is a letter being sent by a lawyer saying, hey, I don't have to sue you. We can sit, we can mediate it. If we reach an agreement, it never sees the light of day. Jay-Z saying, I don't care about your demand letter. I look at it as blackmail. You want to sue me, sue me. You want to look at it criminally, look at it criminally, but it'll go through the fact-finding process. If a trial is necessary to determine the facts, that's what will happen, but it'll be deemed civil. No indication at this point as to whether or not any criminal investigation will ensue as a result of this.
Yeah, and Jay-Z came back incredibly forcefully against these allegations and really singled out that attorney as well for being, I'm paraphrasing here, but greedy, saying he's out to get money, and calling that letter essentially blackmail.
Yeah, and in addition to that, Jessica, also suing the attorney, saying he's intimidating him, harassing him, etc. Now, demand letters are not new. What lawyers do is they send them out as a matter of protocol and practice so that you can expedite the process. At the same time, there's certain ethical standards that you have to use, and you have to have a good faith factual belief that this is true. Now, you can argue this complaint was filed in October, right? Could have mentioned Jay-Z then. You didn't. Why? It was amended now to include him. Are the factual assertions true? Are they fact or fiction? Is it a money grab or not? All of that will be litigated in a court of law, but according to Jay-Z, this never happened, is pure fiction. It is a money grab, and he's fighting for his name, reputation, and certainly innocence and justice in his view, which is he didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and you touch on a point, too, that I wanted to ask you about, which was that this was an amendment to this already existing lawsuit. What are people to take away from that, the fact that they're coming back and adding to this now with this specific name?
Yeah, you know, Jessica, so it depends. That's also common. You could amend lawsuits, right, as a matter of course, and you do, to include certain factual allegations. The interesting thing to me in terms of your question and the takeaway, if you had this information about Jay-Z, it happened allegedly in September of 2000, why not include it in the original complaint? What happened between October and now that necessitated you putting in, and it's a question of credibility. Was he celebrity A, right, as was noted in the October complaint? Is this pure fiction? And what's interesting in the complaint is he really, that is the lawyer, tries to tie Jay-Z to Mr. Combs in so many ways, right? Birds of a feather is the argument that he's making.
So there you go, guys. You got it right there, all right? Now, my opinion on it is Jay-Z's in some trouble a little bit here. Not so much, but I think he's in a little bit of trouble. For his name to be put in this, you know how it is, man. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But nowadays, when just for your reputation, it can hurt you. If any evidence come out of this civil suit of any proof, any proof that Jay-Z had anything to do with this can become criminal. New York is a little different than California. A little bit than California. Sometimes we have a law in California where you have so many years before you can't go and file anymore. New York's a little different. I think in New York you're allowed to file, and no matter what, if it's a criminal situation, you can file. That's what I believe. That's what it is. So if that's the case, this can become that. This is all allegedly, all right? This is all allegedly. Jay-Z is innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't done anything wrong, as we know. We just know that he got a lawsuit put on him, and he feels that he's being blackmailed. And it's just sad for our hip-hop community, because it seems like all our hip-hop people are getting got, man, for some crazy allegations. And there's so much going on out there. This doesn't surprise me at all, because I heard so much about it already, of Jay-Z's name being brought up in things. But like I said, I'm just the outside looking in. Even though I'm in the industry and I hear things, and there's so much more I can tell you, but I'm just not allowed to say certain things. I just wait till it comes out, and then I will give you guys the info. Just came out. I know, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with the Jay-Z situation. It's very, very interesting that that his name got brought up in this, and it's just sad because these guys are billionaires, man. Like people like Diddy and people like Jay-Z are billionaires, man, and they got themselves caught up in this type of stuff, and their kids got to watch this. Their kids got to go to school, and they have daughters. That's even the worst part about all this, that they have daughters, and their daughters have to go to school. It don't matter if it's private or public, they still have to go to school and deal with that with other kids, knowing that their dad is put in those type of situations. And it's sad that they got to go to school and deal with this and stuff like that. It's not fair to the kids, not fair to the family, but this is where we're at. And then, you know what I mean? And we'll see what happens. This is Mike Cooley Radio, and I'm out. Let's get it, because we're going to get it in. God bless.